Hey everyone, and welcome to today's Explainer. If you've recently moved to or even just within the beautiful Aloha state, you're probably looking for a quick, hassle-free way to update your driver's license address online. Well, you are in exactly the right place, but I have to warn you, the process is surprisingly complex. Today, we're taking official government rules and administrative data and transforming them into a clear, step-by-step guide. I'm going to save you hours of confusion, potential legal hiccups, and totally wasted trips to the DMV by showing you exactly how this system really operates. So let's get right into it.
Okay, let's dive into this. It's hands down the most common question we see from new residents and focused learners alike. Can you just click a button, fill out a quick web form, and magically have your new Hawaii driver's license mailed to you? I mean, we live in a digital age, so you'd completely expect a simple online portal, right?
Well, the blunt reality is no way. If you're looking for a single, centralized, statewide digital DMV portal where you can change your address with just one click, it simply does not exist in Hawaii. The process is completely dictated by where you live, and honestly, understanding this quirky reality of Hawaiian governance is absolutely crucial to getting your credentials updated without a massive headache.
To get you sorted, here is our roadmap for today. 1. Decentralized DMV reality. 2. Two steps, record versus plastic. 3. The universal rules. 4. Honolulu County procedures. 5. Neighbor island procedures. And finally, 6. Key takeaways and FAQs.
Starting with Section 1. Decentralized DMV reality. 4 counties, 4 systems.
So unlike the vast majority of U.S. states that run a massive centralized Department of Motor Vehicles, Hawaii does things differently. They delegate driver licensing entirely to 4 distinct local county governments. You've got the city and county of Honolulu, the county of Hawaii, the county of Maui, and the county of Kauai. Because these 4 counties operate entirely independently from one another, your zip code literally dictates everything. The availability of online tools, the specific forms you need, and the fees you're going to pay, they all vary strictly based on which island or county jurisdiction you actually call home.
Moving on to Section 2. 2 steps, record versus plastic. The bifurcated paradigm. Now, the crucial point here is what administrative experts call the bifurcated address change paradigm. Sounds kind of intense, right? But it basically just means that in Hawaii, changing your address is not a single one-and-done transaction. There is a strict administrative separation between updating your back-end digital driving record in the county's database and actually printing out a brand new physical plastic card to put in your wallet.
Let's compare these 2 very distinct steps so you know exactly what you're dealing with. The record-only update is mandatory by law. It alters the county database, but it's completely free, and it means you keep holding on to your old plastic card. On the flip side, requesting a duplicate plastic license is an optional second step. It does cost a fee, but it results in a shiny brand new physical card being printed with your updated address. You know, the big takeaway here? You must always complete the record update first.
All right, Section 3, the universal rules. What applies statewide?
30. That is your magic number. State law strictly mandates that residents must formally notify the examiner of drivers within 30 days after a change of address. Seriously, if you wait too long, you are technically out of legal compliance, and nobody wants that.
To actually make this update, you're going to need to gather your paperwork. Universally, no matter where you live in the state, you need a completed, county-specific change of address form. Now, if you also want that new plastic card, you'll need a state driver's license application too. But here's an expert tip for you. The single most common mistake people make is not having 2 physical proofs of their new principal Hawaii residence. You absolutely 100% must have 2 acceptable documents. Think a utility bill or maybe a lease agreement that clearly show your name and your new physical address. Get these ready before you even start.
Let's hit Section 4, Honolulu County procedures, the closest thing to an online update. And this brilliantly illustrates just how wildly different things are across the state. Honolulu actually allows record updates via email and plastic updates via their online portal for $7. Meanwhile, Hawaii, Maui, and Kauai rely heavily on old-school paper, mail, and in-person visits, with fees jumping anywhere from $6 to the highest in the state, which is $12 over in Maui. Let's look a bit closer at Honolulu's unique digital workaround. If you live in Honolulu County, here is your exact step-by-step playbook to get this done without even leaving your house. Step 1. Physically print, sign, and then scan your record update form along with your 2 residency proofs. You're going to email that entire packet to dl@honolulu.gov. Step 2. Just wait for the county to process your back-end database record.
Once that's complete, move to step 3. Log into the online MyDMV portal and order your physical duplicate plastic card for that $7 fee. Oh, and expect it to be mailed to your new address within about 5 weeks.
Let's move to Section 5, Neighbor Island Procedures, Navigating the Paper Trail. So if you live on the Big Island, Hawaii County, the system is highly traditional. We are talking 0 electronic intake systems. To update your record, you literally have to mail your printed form and those 2 proofs of residency to the Driver's Licensing Division in Hilo. If you want the new plastic license, you have to book an appointment, visit in person, surrender your old license, and pay a $6 fee. And a quick actionable insight for you here. While cash and check are totally fine, if you use a debit card, credit card, or a digital wallet like Apple Pay for your fees, expect a 2.35% processing surcharge. Just a heads up.
Over in Maui County, you're looking at a very similar paper trail. Record updates require physical printing and a real wet signature. You can submit that via mail, fax, or by just dropping it off. There's absolutely no online record update available here at all. And if you do decide you want that new physical card with your updated address, well, prepare your wallet because they charge the highest duplicate plastic license fee in the state, coming in at $12.
Finally, in Kauai County, record updates are strictly handled via mail or in person. Once again, no electronic email submission for your paperwork. Getting a duplicate plastic card requires an in-person visit and costs $10. But, the one small digital convenience here is that your appointment for that in-person visit can at least be booked online. So there's that.
Wrapping things up with Section 6, Key Takeaways and FAQs, staying compliant and informed.
Now, what's really interesting here is the single biggest FAQ we get. Can I keep driving with an outdated physical card? Well, according to the Department of Customer Services, quote, you may continue to use your existing driver's license with the old address until it expires. Because of that bifurcated system we talked about earlier, once you've successfully updated your back-end record by mail or email, you are fully compliant with the law. You are not legally forced to spend the money or the time to get a new plastic card if you just don't want to. Your actual driving record is perfectly secure.
Before we finish up, I just want to drop a quick evergreen disclaimer. Government administrative processes, forms, wait times, and especially those fees, they can and absolutely do change over time. While this explainer gives you a really powerful framework, you should always verify the most current details directly on your specific county's official DMV website before you go writing any checks or mailing out your personal documents.
We've seen today how a seemingly simple task, like just updating an address online, reveals this wild labyrinth of local governance and old-school paper trails. And it really leaves us with a pretty compelling question. With 4 distinct, mostly offline systems scattered across the islands, are we sacrificing basic efficiency in the name of local control? And looking forward, when will Hawaii fully digitize its driver's license infrastructure to actually match the convenience of the modern world? Thank you so much for watching this explainer. I hope it saved you some time, and we'll see you next time as we decode another fascinating system.